Good morning, everyone. Will everyone please rise? Presentation of colors by the Bureau of Fire Prevention Color Guard. Please remain standing for the national anthem to be sung by EMT Tyler Mott.
Detail, and salute. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, EMT Mott. Please remain standing for the invocation to be delivered by FDNY Chaplain Rabbi Potasnik.
Good morning, everyone. I remember some years ago, I came home after taking a math test in high school, and I said to my father, "Dad, I failed that math test." He said, "Joe, you got to think more positive." I said, "You're right, Dad. I'm positive I failed that math test." Well, we're all positive you passed all the tests, and that's why it's a great honor to be here with you. There are 4 words that we never want to hear: if only and too late. If only we had done this, but now it's too late. We wait too long to express the words of love that people need to hear. We wait too long to show kindness that people need to feel. We wait too long to read that book, to go on that vacation, and above all, to spend time with people who mean so much to us. Years ago, there was a famous play, Chorus Line, and one of the songs was, "Kiss today goodbye and point me to tomorrow." Religious tradition disagrees with that. Don't kiss today goodbye. As we say in Hebrew, Hayom Tamsenu, give us strength today. And as you have taught us, if you want to see a safe tomorrow, then make sure you stay safe today. Amen.
Thank you, Rabbi. Please retire the colors. Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Captain Antonio Quinones, the commanding officer of EMS Station 31 in downtown Brooklyn. I would like to welcome you all to today's Bureau of Fire Prevention Inspectors graduation ceremony. I would like to take a moment to introduce our dais. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold your applause until the end after I say each distinguished member's name. Fire Commissioner, Laura Kavanagh. Chief of Training, Thomas Correo. Chief of Fire Prevention, Anthony Sacavino. Chief Fire Marshal, Daniel Flynn. Deputy Assistant Chief of Fire Prevention, Brian Cordasco. Deputy Commissioner, Dr. Kwame Cooper. Fire Prevention Chief Inspector, Jesus Martinez. Fire Prevention Deputy Chief Inspector, Joseph Rogers. Assistant Commissioner, James Harding. Uniformed EMTs, paramedics, and fire inspectors President, Oren Barzilay. And you've already met FDNY Chaplain, Rabbi Joseph Potasnik. Once again, good morning, Fire Commissioner, Chief of Fire Prevention, other distinguished members of the dais, FDNY chiefs, deputies, assistant and associate commissioners, union officials, FDNY members, families and friends, welcome to all. We will now hear from our first speaker, Fire Commissioner Laura Kavanagh.
Good morning. First of all, we don't do anything in the fire department alone, so I see all your friends and family here. I see your instructors here, your mentors. Let's give everybody a round of applause who made today happen. It's a good day. So today is a great day, and I know the new members joining the Bureau of Fire Prevention have worked extremely hard to get here and to join our ranks, and we're very excited to have you. The mission of the FDNY is not possible without fire prevention. You are doing the critical work behind the scenes to ensure the safety of our city and of its residents. In this city, the landscape is always changing, and we face new fire threats, new technologies, and new challenges and obstacles to keeping New Yorkers safe. In your new roles, you will be tasked with identifying and safeguarding New Yorkers and firefighters against dangerous threats to their safety. You will do crucial work that will ensure this city remains a safe place for people to live and to work. You are our first line of defense. You will make sure things are done correctly and identify fire and life safety hazards that pose a danger to people in businesses, in schools, hospitals, restaurants, theaters, entertainment venues, apartments, and concert halls, just to start. Every inspection matters, and each time an alarm system sounds for a fire, a working sprinkler starts to put water on flames, and people use fire escapes to get to safely, we can thank you for making sure these key safety measures are in place. You not only help residents of this city, but you arm our members with information and tools to help fight fires and save lives. I know you have learned an incredible amount from your instructors, and I am confident that each of you will continue to learn every day from the dedicated and seasoned members of the Bureau who came before you. Your work is critically important, so never stop learning, never forget your training. Thank you for your dedication to the work. It is clear each of you cares deeply about safety for the public, for our members, and for our city. Know that you will make a great difference out there and that we are grateful for all you do to prevent fires. Thank you again for your hard work. Congratulations, and stay safe.
Thank you, Commissioner. Our next speaker is Chief of Fire Prevention, Anthony Sacavino.
Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome all the family members and guests that we have that are here to say congratulations to our new fire inspectors, as well as our distinguished members of the dais. It is truly a wonderful day, right? But I also want to thank Chief of Training, Thomas Correo, and Chief of the Fire Academy, Chuck Downey. for allowing us to use the venue for today and in years past, as well as always being there as supportive. A lot of people don't know this, but before I took over as the Chief of Fire Prevention, Chief Correo was the acting Chief of Fire Prevention. And I had an honor to work with Chief Correo in doing many changes to the Bureau of Fire Prevention that were all positive changes in the right direction. He is truly a man who wears many hats within the department, and he does it all well. So, Chief Correo, thank you very much. I'd also like to extend a welcome hand to all the new fire inspectors. I preach nothing but a family and team atmosphere in the Bureau of Fire Prevention, and you are joining that team. So congratulations on everything that you've accomplished up to this point. But I want you to know that your training is not over. In the next few weeks, in the coming months, you are going to be rotating through the different units within the Bureau of Fire Prevention. This is to hone your skills even more, to make you better than you are right now. You're going to see that when all this training comes to an end, you're going to be like, wow, this is the greatest fire department in the world. I want to also thank Chief Jesus Martinez and his training unit for the wonderful job that they do. I know these people, thank you. I know these individuals in the training unit intimately. We meet on several occasions, and we sit down and we talk about how to make this job a better place. And let me tell you, they do an amazing job. One thing that you don't know is I am surrounded by greatness. I have many people that help me to do my job in a day in and day out down in the Bureau of Fire Prevention. These people are truly amazing people. I didn't know that until I got there. Like every other chief in the fire department, we come through the operations world, a world that, you know, you hone your skills when you go to work every day and you learn from your mentors and the people that you look up to. But then when I came down to the Bureau of Fire Prevention, I was truly in awe. There was so much to learn, and I was just, I couldn't believe how they embraced me and how they brought me through some really difficult times and taught me all the things that I need to know. And I'm still learning every day, and I've been there 4 years. So I want to say thank you to all the men and women in the Bureau of Fire Prevention. They are truly amazing individuals. So thank you. Okay, to the fire inspectors, I wish you nothing but all the best of luck in your endeavors. It wasn't that long ago that I sat in the same seat that you do. It was 29 years ago. But I love the job that I'm doing. And those 29 years went so quickly. And you're going to look back one day, and you're going to be up on this dais one day, and you're going to say the same thing. This is truly an amazing job, and I just want to welcome you. So stay safe, and good luck with everything, okay?
Thank you, Chief. Now, please give a round of applause for our class valedictorian, Fire Protection Inspector, Vanessa Guerra. Would you please come up?
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. And thank you all for being here with us today to celebrate our achievements. A special welcome to Commissioner Kavanagh, Chief of Training Correo, Chief of Fire Prevention Sacavino, and the family of Chief Ronald Spatafora. Fire prevention members and leadership, friends and family, welcome all. I'd like to start by thanking our instructors, Chief Martinez, Chief Kaufman, Chief Burt, and Chief Diaz for your unwavering patience and dedication. Your leadership, mentorship, and willingness to help us has ensured that we would absorb the knowledge that will carry us forward into our future careers as FDNY inspectors. I'd also like to congratulate my fellow graduates. We worked tirelessly for 11 weeks leading up to this moment, which was no easy feat. For many of us, strong coffee and sugary snacks helped us power through 552 pages of the most important book we will ever read, the New York City Fire Code. I myself enjoy Stephen King, but the fire code was a great substitute for light reading before bedtime these last 3 months. Technical difficulties. Apologies. Oh. Sometimes the subjects were difficult. I'm sure the instructors do not expect every one of us to be familiar with boilers or the difference between a dry action sprinkler and a deluge sprinkler system. Nevertheless, we studied hard, working together to prepare for every quiz and exam, practicing our handwriting so Chief Burt doesn't rip our practice violation orders and make us write them again for the third time after a heavy lunch. But as the instructors will quickly remind you, learning never stops and we must keep practicing and endeavor to be better every day. The FDNY is one of the most prestigious fire departments in the world, but ultimately it is like a small town, especially the Bureau of Fire Prevention, which is more like a small community, a family. As you may know, family is of utmost importance to the FDNY. I'm no stranger to this notion, as I have a family member who is also in the Bureau. Supervising Inspector Joanne Guerra, also my cousin, has been serving for 5 years now. When I'm on the third floor at headquarters in Brooklyn, I'm regularly reminded by members who are familiar with her that I have big shoes to fill. I have followed in her footsteps since we were children, as she was my older and very funny favorite cousin. I followed in her footsteps when she served 8 years in the United States Army. I then served 5 years in the United States Navy. I now follow in her footsteps. Thank you. I now follow in her footsteps as an FDNY inspector, working to keep the people of New York City safe. Graduates, this is just a reminder that we stand on the shoulders of giants who have paved the way for us to perform our duties as best we can and be able to access all the tools and resources we need in order to do so. Never stop paving the way for those who follow behind us. During my time in the world's finest Navy, I had the privilege to serve aboard the USS John C. Stennis. Every naval warship has a ship's motto. Sometimes the ship's motto was used as a greeting, as an affirmative term, or at the end of a motivational conversation, as my former ship's captain used to call our meetings. Our ship's motto was just 2 words, but those words held an endless number of meanings. 2 words, look ahead. Look ahead. When things aren't going the way you planned, tomorrow is always another opportunity for a better day. Look ahead. Be alert, be aware, be prepared during any situation, even if it appears to be a mundane task you've completed 100 times before. Look ahead, work hard, dedicate yourself, learn everything you can, reach your goals. I offer you my ship's motto in hopes that it will stick with you in the future the way it has stuck with me. Thank you all again for being here to celebrate our achievements with us. Look ahead.
Hold on. Thank you, Inspector Guerra. I will now invite Commissioner Kavanagh and Chief Sacavino to come to the front of the stage for the Fire Prevention Inspector Awards. I now invite the Director of Training for the Bureau of Fire Prevention, Chief Inspector Jesus Martinez, to present the awards.
Good morning again, everyone. I know who Guerra's cousin is and where she's at. I was actually on her interview panel, and just a brief side note, I know when I had interviewed the first Guerra, I was reminded when I met Vanessa that she was cut from the same, so I appreciate that. So I'll keep this brief. In the Bureau of Fire Prevention, from the top down, from the commissioner down, we've been so blessed to have many firsts, right? And as Chief Sacavino mentioned before, and Chief Correa, it's always great to know that we can bring wonderful initiatives, knowing that we have full support. So I mention that because the last year, the Bureau of Fire Prevention had many firsts. The last 2 years, I lead, protect. I was blessed to speak at the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory Fire Memorial. A lot of firsts that have been so momentous in every way. But when it came to the inaugural renaming of the award for the valedictorian, Chief Kahneman, God bless him, we put our heads together, and I have to admit, in light of those momentous firsts, this one takes the cake. This one takes the cake. You know, Chief Spadafora and Miss Shearer, Miss Rhonda Shearer, his life partner, is not able to make it. I hope she's joining by YouTube. Thank you so much. So when I mentioned it to her, just her response itself kind of captured why this was momentous. You know, the 40 plus years in the department, Chief Spadafora, so many of us became an intimate colleague and friend. And so to have the Valedictorian Award renamed in his honor exemplified everything about him, because education was key to Chief Spadafora. It's very difficult to many times be the smartest person in the room, yet make the least smartest person in the room feel like you're on equal footing. And that was Chief Spadafora. To the very end, he always sought to know more and to make sure that you knew more. And so in light of Proby Guerra, this is what the plaque says. It is now renamed the Assistant Chief Ronald R. Spadafora Inaugural Award for Academic Excellence, presented in this case to FPI Vanessa Guerra for achieving the highest average in a class of 49 personnel. And she excelled so well, and I was thinking, are the exams too easy, or is she just too smart, right? It's the latter. It's the latter. She's very intelligent, very disciplined, as you just saw. And just from the very beginning, I recognized that you were going to really perform at a high standard, so you actually kept me on my toes. How about that, right? So it says, your dedication to the learning process, the Bureau, and the department is noteworthy and in line with the highest ideals of Chief Spadafora's vision of learning, knowledge, and overall academic excellence. So on behalf of the Fire Prevention Academy, and in line with our mantra, which is we, not me, on behalf of the entire fire department, it's a humble honor for you to receive the inaugural renaming of this award. So here you go. Yep. Okay. So another first. It's like a game show, but another first. So we also added the MVP, right? The Most Valuable Proby Award, because as it's wonderful to achieve academically, as we all should, but we also wanted to introduce an award that would capture this, right? So this was presented to the probies that they would vote on someone who met this criteria, right? So as voted on by your classmates for a consistent display of teamwork, spirit, assisting others, caring, trust, passion, compassion, leadership, and overall being the person who best represents the class by setting the example with humility, kindness, and a vision for the future, we offer you a collective tip of the bell cap. Congratulations. And this goes to FPI Sean Chowdhury. Now, before you walk up, Chowdhury, I'm sorry, we could have given this out to 49 of your classmates. But they, in line with the spirit, again, of we, not me, voted for you. So this is, a big shoes to fill. But as you heard before, that you're joining a family, right? So this isn't you just taking it on your own. You're not going to take this and set that standard so that others can also follow in your footsteps. So that as you share your experience, that you pass that baton to the next one up. So again, FPI Sean Chowdhury to receive the Proby MVP Award.
Congratulations to everyone. We will now administer the swearing in for the fire protection inspectors. I will ask that the commissioner please step up to administer the oath.
please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Vanessa Guerra,
Having been appointed to the rank of Chief in Charge, Bureau of Fire Prevention,
having been appointed to the rank of Chief in Charge, Fire Protection Inspector
in the Fire Department of the City of New York,
in the Fire Department of the City of New York,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of such rank
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of such rank
according to the laws, regulations, and orders
according to the laws, regulations, and orders
governing the department,
and
will obey the orders and directions of my superiors
of my superiors
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Graduates, as I call your name, please proceed towards the center of the stage for your certificate and photo. That was Fire Protection Inspector Vanessa Guerra. Fire Protection Inspector Sean Chowdhury. Fire Protection Inspector Asif Ahmed. Fire Protection Inspector Shakil Ahmed. Fire Protection Inspector Syed Ahmed. Fire Protection Inspector Mohammed Alauddin. Fire Protection Inspector Samuel Anyamba. Fire Protection Inspector Noman Ashad. Fire Protection Inspector Brandon Bowman. I know we're a small crowd, guys, but we could make it a little louder. Fire Protection Inspector Yesenia Bravo. Fire Protection Inspector Tony Chin. Fire Protection Inspector MD Mumshad Chowdhury. Fire Protection Inspector Amit Das. Fire Protection Inspector AKM Farouk. Fire Protection Inspector Mateo Gayoza. Fire Protection Inspector Gary Gillis. Fire Protection Inspector, M.D. Hassan. Fire Protection Inspector, Mohammed Hasnat. Fire Protection Inspector, Jeremy Hernandez. Fire Protection Inspector, Abdul Mukit Hira. Fire Protection Inspector, Mir Hossein. Fire Protection Inspector, M.D. Monul Hossein. Fire Protection Inspector, Jonathan Hunt. Fire Protection Inspector, Malik Hussein. Fire Protection Inspector, Shahidul Islam. Fire Protection Inspector, Muhammad Khan. Fire Protection Inspector, Hunga Lim. Fire Protection Inspector, Munshi Masood. Fire Protection Inspector, Fritz Michel. Fire Protection Inspector, Delinda Mones. Fire Protection Inspector, Muhammad Osama. Fire Protection Inspector, Mahbub Papu. Fire Protection Inspector, Stanley Farrell. Fire Protection Inspector, M.D.H. Rahman. Fire Protection Inspector, Kazi Rahman Sharif. Fire Protection Inspector, Mohammed Rashed. Fire Protection Inspector, Topendra Rathore. Fire Protection Inspector, Nicole Reed. Fire Protection Inspector, Keon Robinson. Fire Protection Inspector Tashay Robinson. Fire Protection Inspector Angel Roman. Fire Protection Inspector Farah Sabnam. Fire Protection Inspector Kokan Sheeb. Fire Protection Inspector Sebastian Stack. Fire Protection Inspector MD Abdul Suman. Fire Protection Inspector Amit Talukder. Fire Protection Inspector Antara Tandra. Fire Protection Inspector Hiran Trivedi. Fire Protection Inspector Rafiq Udin. How about a big round of applause for our fire inspectors? Please rise for the benediction by FDNY Chaplain Rabbi Potasnik.
I must say this is a most historic program. We've been here for almost an hour, and no one mentioned Taylor Swift. Thank you so much. Every week, my father would bless me with these words: may you live all the days of your life. So many of us, we have life, but we don't live all the days. That is why in Hebrew the word for life, chayim, is in the plural. You can't write life in the singular in the Hebrew language. You want to live it? Live in the plural. Share it with others. It is said that when you arrive in the next world, the first question will be, did you make a difference? All of you can answer affirmatively. So we come here today. We bless you for all that you are. You bless us with all that you do. Amen.
On behalf of the Fire Commissioner, Chief of Department, and other members of the dais, thank you all for joining us at today's ceremony. This concludes the ceremony. Please enjoy the rest of your day. We will also be having pictures up on the stage, so if we could start a line over here if you want pictures with the Commissioner and the Chief. Please start your line to the right of me.